Hi, this is Allie from Instructional Technology. We're going to be talking about how to access your lesson plans in Google Drive and place them where the administrators can see them. This will eliminate the need to share the document with them directly, and it'll keep their inboxes from being flooded with lesson plans. So to get started, we are just going to go from the Google homepage, and I'm going to click on the waffle and then click on My Drive. Okay, and then I'm going to find the folder that has my last name on it. So you're looking for the one with your last name. My last name is Worsham, so I'm going to see this here. It might be down in your other folders depending on how you have your stuff sorted. So if you do it by name, for example, mine is going to be down here. And just go ahead and click on that. That is the folder that is linked to the larger Foster lesson plan system. So I can see if I go to ELA that here the administrators can see my lesson plans just by clicking on it. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's in that lesson plan folder. That way you're not getting flagged for not turning in your lesson plans even though you have them done, but you're putting them somewhere else where no one can access them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my folder. Within my folder I have made two separate folders, one for this year and one for a previous year. I'm going to go ahead and choose this year, and then you can see I have first 6 weeks and second 6 weeks. We're going to move into the third 6 weeks pretty soon, so I'm going to go ahead and right click and add a new folder and title this third 6 weeks. And then I have my template here. I'm going to right click and make a copy, and I'm going to go ahead and do that 6 times. That way I have a copy for each of the weeks within the next 6 weeks. And I want to make sure to leave that original copy there. So I'll actually end up with 7 total before I move them. I'm just going to keep right clicking, make a copy. And I need one more. Okay, I always try to keep an original of some sort there that's blank. That way I don't have to spend time deleting everything later. Then I'm going to go ahead and choose those 6 and drag them into the third 6 weeks. Okay, now when I go to the third 6 weeks, I can rename these. So I'm going to do this 3.1 Worsham. I like to go kind of old school, kind of like my old math teacher used to do with a 3.2 sort of system. It's just a little easier for me to figure out what I'm talking about, but if you have a different system that works for you, that's fine. Some people like to do dates. Some people like to just put week 1. Okay, and so now I can see that all of mine are here so that whenever I go to plan, I can just go into the third 6 weeks folder, click on it, and get started. So if I'm ready to move on to 3.3, I can just click on that, and I already have a file started for that. And that way you're not having to try to move things around if they end up getting out of your plan. One thing that you can do, if I'm back in my drive, I've seen this from a few people. They say, oh, well, I did mine outside of my folder, so how do I get it there now? So let's pretend that this document needs to go in my folder. I'm going to right click on it. Then I'm going to choose Move To. And then from here, I can choose my folder with my last name on it. If I want to continue through, I'm just going to click this arrow, and then I want this in the third 6 weeks, and I'm going to hit Move. Okay, once I do that, it's going to actually move it. It'll ask me if I want to share with the people that it's shared with. Just click yes. I don't actually want to move that there though, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. And that is basically your lesson plans in a nutshell. If for some reason you're not seeing the folder with your last name on it, please shoot me an email. I know I got all the math people worked out. There were a few other people that had some issues with theirs a few weeks ago, and that should all be worked out by now. But if for some reason you're still having issues, please let me know and I can help you get started and get that fixed. Okay? Let me know if you have questions. Bye.